Hello friends, I was giving some performance, I was recording something and quite unfortunately the speaker got comped off. Why? Because I forgot to keep it on charging last night, and since that's an old piece, it doesn't work properly. It gets comped off very soon. The battery gets off very soon. So anyway, I somehow cope up with that using my own judgment. But now, since I'm going to change the idea, I don't know what to do now. I'm really confused with it because I was prepared for something that's not going to happen now. So, what should I do? So, I've got another idea. I'm not sure how it is going to be because I'm really myself, I'm confused with it. Some people might think it's a crazy thing, it's alright, because finally, if my output gives me some satisfaction, then I'm satisfied with it. So I'm really doubtful, at the same time quite hopeful about this performance. I don't know what's gonna happen without the speaker. Let's see. I keep my fingers crossed for this performance simply because some friends love my performance and some friends really appreciate my performance by commenting me. And for them, yes, indeed for them, I will do this performance. Thank you, friends. Thanks a lot for your support. So I've come here. I'm thinking as to how to go about performing. This is my studio. You may call it as my studio. I love this studio. About 90% of the performances of mine are undertaken here, and this is a very very peaceful place. I find there is no disturbance, there is no commotion, there are no sounds on the background, so I feel really relaxed over here. And here itself I try to create different pictures. I created a play of Alam, who initially went from Lahore to Lucknow to meet Tarannum, a famous dancer of Tarannum. Who goes there, falls in love with her, and while he's coming back, he encounters with the riots of the partition of India on 14th August 1947. Believe me, the entire scene was created here in this particular slot where I created the pictures. It's very difficult. It's one-man show or solo show, they call it. It's quite famous even in European countries. One-man show is quite famous. It is very difficult. You really have to try a lot to create that picture. Now see, imagine here. Here I was sitting. I was actually sitting here and created a picture that I am watching through this window. By sitting in a train which is leaving from Manomazra to Rawalpindi. Here I was creating picture. Here I created a picture of the partition. I was sitting here, okay, being beaten so badly. So it is very difficult. You have to extract your potentials when you are creating pictures. This is our building, this is our society. I don't have any right to paint these walls. I don't have right to construct any structures over here because the society will not allow me to do it. But what I can do, every time I don't have money in my pocket to visit different places, that is impossible for me at this particular time. So what can I do? I have no option, but that somehow does not prevent me from moving forward. So with the same kind of energy, with the same kind of zeal, I'm back to this place because I was here, I was performing my show, but because of the speaker, the song could not be completed, the dance show could not be completed. So I'm really wondering what should I do now over here. But since I'm optimistic, I'm giving it a try. Thanks a lot, friends, once again for entering into my studio. Thank you. Thanks a lot, friend. This is what I was talking about. I was not prepared for this show. It's only because the charger, sorry, not charger, speaker got comped off. So I had to change the theme and I had to change my performance. I don't know how it is because I have not seen it. I'm yet to see it. I'm yet to watch it. I'm yet to, well, I don't edit my performance because I allow it to happen. If something falls off, if something, suppose if someone comes asking me, calling me someone, because it's a public place, anybody can come, watchmen can come, plumbers can come, anybody can come. So I generally, I don't try to edit anything or delete anything. I just allow it to happen as if, it's a free show that's happening on the street. When we perform on the street, so many elements are there. There are critics. There are so many. There are certain elements which try to put obstacle in a process of performance. So it is very natural, but I don't know. I'm not quite sure about this performance. I hope it has happened because when I was performing, it was giving some kind of delight to my heart. Thanks a lot, friends. Thank you. Please continue to support me. Thanks a lot once again.